for the first time, welcome. Those who are regulars, let me say that. Welcome back. I'm happy that you are here. I'll wait for 2 minutes and then I will start. So let me just wait for people to join. Those who are joining. And by the way, if when I am doing the lives, if you want to get the notification, just subscribe, and then when you subscribe, like you click on get notification something, yeah. Otherwise, yeah, you can always check, because I don't have like a time that I am coming live, but I know I'll come live, but I don't have like a fixed time. So if you want to know when I'm coming live, at least you get a notification. You can subscribe. Yeah, otherwise you can check on my live playlist. Then you'll see all these like saved videos, you know, the ones I am doing live. So let me wait for a few seconds, and if you join, just say hi, where you are joining from, and if you have questions, you can continue typing some talking, and I'll be checking, and if it is something that I can answer, I will answer. So hello, welcome. My name is Mombi Figil Rachel, and I am a divine alignment coach. I help souls, or I help people to come into divine alignment, to come in alignment with their soul, to live in their authentic version, the highest version that they can in this lifetime, with no pressure, because you don't need to pressure yourself. Coming to your authentic version, to your highest version. So so I'm glad that you are here, and I am continuing with the book, The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. If you have not come across the book, this is it, and I really encourage you to read the book. You can also listen to a free audio in YouTube. In fact, I have now linked that audio in one of my playlists. You can check and you can listen to it. It is around 2 hours. And if you don't like to read, or if you don't have time, you can put the audio and you can be listening it in your background when you are doing your course, when you are walking, you know, when you are doing something, and it will really shift something in you. And today I will be doing the chapter 5 of this book. It is called like the Increasing Life, the chapter 5 of this book. And this is one of the best principles in this book, because Wallace Wattles have talked of many principles which are connected to the scientific way of getting rich, or the sense of getting rich. And one of them is the increasing life. And whenever I read of this chapter, it reminded me of how we are called like to serve. When you start to come to your purpose, you become of service to people. It is not like you go after money, like your intention of why you do something, it changes. Because maybe at the beginning you are doing things probably so that you become known, so that probably you become rich. There are many reasons why you are doing something. But when you start stepping into your purpose, you will find that it is your intention that really change why you are doing that. you will start to understand that you will start having an intention of whatever you are doing like in one way or another, like to help people or to serve people. And why that thought came to me when I read this chapter, it is because in the increasing life principle, Wallace Watts says, when you are using the scientific way of getting rich, have it in your mind or understand that life or God, in other words, he is always like increasing in everything. Like, for example, if it is a plant, it is always growing. Even if it is human beings, they are always growing. Even if it is animals, they are always growing. Like it is like the God or the God who is in everything, he always wants to expand. He is always growing. That is the desire. The desire of life is to increase. That is the desire of life. So when you are using the sense of getting rich, your intention should be that whatever you are doing, it should be like to increase people or to increase, even if it is services you are offering, they should be like to increase people. They should be adding something to people, not taking. And I also remembered, like the Bible says, like it is more blessed to give than to receive. Do you see how all that is coming together? Like the intention of why you are doing something, it should be like to increase others, to your intention, like people feel it if you are taking or giving, because the life that is in everyone, it want to increase. Are you getting me? So even if it is a company you have, for example, he says that you should have it in behind your mind, like you have the intention of that your company, it is bettering the life of people. Even like he would say, like an example, even if you are selling like sweets to children or candy to children, I don't know how you say it, or even ice cream to children, I think he uses the example of like ice cream to children. Have it in your mind that as you are doing that, you are increasing that child, even when you are giving that ice, that child will feel it, like the life in that child, it feels it, and it is the desire of life to increase. And whenever you do that, it is like you are adding value. It is not even like you are adding value, you are adding value to that. And wherever you are adding value, money will always come. Like God or money will find a way to come to you. So really your big intention should be like to increase life, whatever you are doing. Whatever you are doing, start putting it in your mind, an intention that you are making people's life better, that you are probably bringing more joy, that probably you are bringing more laughter, you are bringing healing. Put an intention of increasing or bettering the lives of people that you come into contact with. And money will follow that route. And people who are always doing that, they will also get increased, they get increased. That is how money will come to you. Are you getting me? So this chapter is really very, very important, because now it helps you like to get or to come with the right intention in doing whatever you are doing. And in fact, if you are the one of the people who is asking about coming into your purpose, or how you come into your purpose, this is one way you can come into your purpose, or you can start aligning with your purpose. Start doing the things that you can where you are, and do that with an intention that you are bettering people's lives. At first, you can use it as a general way, like you are bettering people's lives. And then as you go, probably you will realize that the bettering of people's life that you have, probably it is like making them laugh. That is why you'll see like people are doing comedy and they are really like earning from that. They are making a living from that because like they have an intention of like maybe bringing laughter to people. You can have an intention that whatever you have, it is bringing healing to people. It is like probably there are schools which have an intention behind them that like they are like increasing the intelligence of people. Do you see many different intentions? So if you want to come to your purpose and you don't know what is your purpose, but you want to come to your purpose, start by using an intention of increasing people or bettering people's life, doing whatever you are doing right now. It does not matter what you are doing. Just put a positive intention on it, like you are increasing people's life, you are bettering people's life, you are making people's life easier, you are bringing healing in people's life, you are bringing joy in people's life. Just have an intention and use that over and over whenever you are doing whatever you are doing. And it is from that intention that money flows, because now you put value to what you are doing. And that is now how we say that you know now your value. That is the value that you are bringing. Do you see the value of what you are bringing? You are bringing joy, you are bringing peace, you are bringing healing. That is how now you can say that like you know your value. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? So let your presence have value. Have an intention. So increasing life is one of the best chapters. You can read it. It is in chapter 5. When you start to understand that you can add value, that you can increase people's life, that you can change people's life, that you just don't do whatever you are doing just anyhowly. Give it something. The intention you put, it is what makes a difference. The intention you put on what you are doing, even if it is cleaning, you are making people's life easier. When you put that, people feel that intention. People feel that you are making their life good. People feel that you are making their life easier. And most of the times, people don't understand like the power of intention, because like your energy will follow your intention. Or other times you do things, but it is a good thing, but your intention is off, you know. So it is good as you start to grow spiritually, as you start to expand, you start to understand the power of putting intention in whatever you are doing. It is not just doing, it is your intention makes a difference. It makes a difference. That's why two people, they can do the same things, but they will get different response, because one has power behind whatever they are doing, and the power that is supporting them, it is the intention. They are not just doing that thing for anyhow. They know why they are doing it. It may look simple. Maybe it is that person who is selling an ice cream to a child, but they have intended that child like will feel better, will be happy. So you will see like when people buy their ice in their ice kiosk or whatever you call them, people are happy. You can see people who are doing like simple things, even maybe probably a nurse who is like any other nurse, but their intention is as they are treating their patients, as they are dealing with their patients are getting peace, their patients are getting calmness, their patients are feeling like good. So they are bringing their intention to work. So it is not just another nurse. That is a nurse on a mission. Are you getting me? That is a nurse on a mission. But for example, if somebody is doing something to get money from you, you can feel like they are taking something from you. And life or God in the other person, it does not like somebody who is taking. It is somebody who is giving, who is a blessing. So if you have been doing your things just anyhowly, start to put intention. If you are cleaning, put an intention behind that cleaning. You are not just one of the cleaners. You are making people's life easy. You are bringing excellence. You are bringing beauty. You are making people's their days easier just because of your cleaning. Like you are a blessing. Make yourself a blessing. That is how you bless yourself. That is how like you put your value. And now you know your value because you start to understand that when my presence comes, it comes with this value. It comes with joy. It brings joy. It brings love. It brings excellence. It brings peace, you know. It brings expansion, you know. Like you become a blessing. So start to know your value. Okay. So yeah, so hello to all of you who are joining. So if you have a question on that, can you ask? Okay. Hi Catherine, hi Jojo, Emma, Josh, all of you, hello. And even for those who are not like saying anything, but I acknowledge your presence. So are you getting what I am saying? I am saying that you want to come or you want to live from a place of intention that you are increasing people's life, that you are making people's life better, that your presence, you have to make your presence matter. You know, you have to feel it. You have to come with that intention. It is not by accident. It is you being intentional in how you show up. You don't just show up anyhowly. You show up with your intention, and your intention is your backing. So the chapter 5 of the sense of getting rich, it talks about increasing life, and in simplicity, that is what I can tell you from that chapter. Of course, it is a lot, but that is just something I wanted to touch on there. So I don't know if there is somebody with a question. And also, just to say it again, because I will say it over and over and over until it becomes like, because repetition, as I said in the other video, it makes a difference. It is what records in your subconscious mind. It is how your subconscious mind get information, or how it records, or how it creates a belief. It is through repetition. When you keep telling a child something, whether it is negative or positive, after some time the child will start believing. Even you, if you start hearing over and over, that is how faith comes. You believe it. So I have said, when we are spiritually growing, moving from one dimension, from one glory to another, we are moving from the lower dimensions of consciousness to the higher dimensions of consciousness. And when we are in the third dimensional consciousness, we are living like in this like a red to yellowish density, which is a high density of consciousness. It is dense. It have like energies like fear, like grief, like apathy, like even courage is there, anger is there. Such kind of emotions, they are deep, they are dense, they are heavy. And like shame is one of the heavy, very deep energies. So when we are living in those dimensions, we shall keep attracting things in our lives that match those things. For example, things that will make us regret and feel bad, where you have desire, like you feel like you want something, you are not fulfilled, that is desire, it is also in the lower dimensions. And when we are growing spiritually, we start moving from the lower dimensional energies to the dense energies to the higher dense and the higher energies, or the lighter ones. They're like peace, joy, they are kingdom energies. Happiness, joy, peace, unconditional love, which many people have not experienced, because even parents, it is hard for us to love our children unconditionally. Like, you put your child must be this, must be this. If they are not like this, you are not happy, because most of the love is conditional, unconditional, is conditional, sorry. In fact, even in relationship, it is so conditional. You do that, you do that, you do that, I do that. It is not bad, it is just the 3D energies. But when you start to raise yourself to the higher energies, that is where you come to unconditional love, to joy, to peace, to happiness, to fulfillment, to bliss. But to come to those energies, you have to start working on yourself and clearing those blocks, or clearing those heavy energies. That's what I have said. You do that inner healing or inner work. You are healing your soul, your emotions, like your inner self. Your inner self, it carries a lot of dense energy, or beliefs. It has the beliefs. It has like the wounds which you have been hurt, your soul, like the mother wound, like the father wound, like limiting beliefs, like your inner child. Your inner child is there still with the emotions, still with the fears. So you start working on that. And when you start working on that, your consciousness rises, or your energy internally, it rises. In fact, it not only rises inside, also your body, because your DNA, it changes, like, because you become a different identity of you, like another version of you, a different identity of you. And your DNA, it changes also, because you are taking a different identity. So that's why you will find things like breath work that will help, moving, like any way that you can move, like energy in your body, because you are really like changing internally, like you are opening, like you are where you have been stuck, maybe your chakra system, wherever, all that. So when you are doing that healing, you will find that your belief system will start changing. And when it start changing, your subconscious mind is also changing its belief. You'll start attracting a different experience in your life, different experiences, so different relationships. Maybe you'll come to your purpose, not maybe, you will come to your purpose, because now you'll know, you'll come to your true self, to your higher self, or to the self, to the highest self that you can. You will come to that version, and that version has different experiences, have certain kind of relationship that resonate. Before, you could not have attracted those relationships when you are operating on the lower energies. But when you start operating on the higher energies, on the higher frequencies, now you attract the relationships, the experiences that are aligned to those higher energies. So that is why we are doing inner work. Like, inner work is very, very important. And of course, are you doing the inner work alone? You are not doing inner work alone. Others will say that the Kundalini energy is helping you. I say the Holy Spirit is helping you. So you'll need God, because your higher self, or your authentic version, or your highest version, when you are divinely aligned, it is your connection to source which is aligned. You are like connected, like to source, like your connection to source is not blocked. Are you getting me? So that is what we are doing. And we come to our God self, we come to our original nature, how we were created to to exist, without those blockages in our God essence, in our God self, and that is why when you are like thinking or calling for things through your imagination, when you are in that state, they will not like delay, a lot. Like you can receive them because you are really connected. Divinely alignment really means that you are connected to the source, like you are not like block. You have cleared most of the blocks, and your divine masculine, your divine feminine is really aligned. Those energies, like they are not like misaligned, or others will say you are yin, you are yang. You are like, you are really aligned, you are in balance, you are balanced, you are masculine, you are feminine, they are balanced, you are not in conflict in you, and you have come to an inner union. Yeah, I know that's a lot, but that's it. That's why you need to do the inner work. And your belief system is aligned with your God self. Like, you'll not be thinking that you hate yourself, you'll not be thinking that you feel guilty, you'll not be feeling that you cannot trust, because now you have healed those wounds of trust. Of course, it is not like they will never come. They will come, but you allow them to flow, or you are in a better state of not reacting. You are not like in reaction mode most of the times. Like, now you can know there is a thought that is coming, you can catch it and you can reverse it. Now things are not catching you. Like, you are aware, you are self-aware, you can see your belief system, you can see when you are being triggered, and you can make a decision. I am not going to get triggered. You can choose. But how do you come to that state? Also, that is why we want you to be meditating. We want you to be doing breath work, to be calming down, to be walking in nature, so that you bring your nervous system like to a calm place, so that you feel safe even in your body. You create more awareness, you become more mindful. That will really help a lot. I know I am just talking a lot on that if you have not heard of these terms, but I believe that you are aware of these kind of things. But I'm just saying that is the importance of doing all this inner work. So if you are not doing the inner work, you will find that you will stay stuck and stagnant in the lower dense energies, where you will keep experiencing the same things over and over. Let's say like you live in your karma in your generational patterns, which you found your ancestors, your parents, whoever living in them, because you have not yet decided that you are going to move out of that energy. And when you start to move out, mostly you will come probably to courage and neutrality. Neutrality is where you are okay with everything. You are just not like passive okay, like you say you are okay, or you feel okay, or even to a higher state where you feel like acceptance is really a higher state, all that. Yeah, so when you start to work on your vibration, you will start like coming to those energies. If you have been living lower, you'll see that probably you come to neutrality, to acceptance, or even to reason, which is really great. So what I do, I support you to move. That is what I use. I help you to really know where you are, first of all, and then we move up as we can, using the techniques that I have said, like breath work, like now doing the inner work, your limiting belief, knowing your core wounds, because there are those wounds like if you have abandonment, if you have like rejection, all those are core wounds which can really hinder you. And that is why, like an abandonment wound, you will feel like you'll be left, you'll be left. Yeah, it is really triggering if you have that. Yeah, so that is it for today. I don't know if there is somebody with a question. but really the book I was talking about is The Sense of Get Rich, but I just felt pulled to talk about that because I know that everything is really important. And I have learned like to now move more with my intuition. So when I feel like pushed to talk about something, even if it was not in plan, because now I am moving more intuitively than on a plan, I talk about it. So I felt like pushed to talk a little about that, but the plan was just to talk on the sense of getting rich and why you have to start using intention. Why are you doing something? Why are you doing something? Do whatever you are doing with the intention of increasing somebody, of increasing people, of increasing the collective, of increasing the other person you are dealing with, of making them better. It does not matter what you are doing, even if you are somebody who build houses, have an intention that by building that house, you are making people's life better, you are making people's life comfortable, you are bringing safety, like it is a positive thing. And when you start to work with intention, people will feel your energy. So I really hope that you increase, you expand, you become spiritually like strong, and you grow spiritually. And even if you are somewhere, because people are at different stages of spiritual growth, wherever you are, I believe that you raised, or you went to the next level, so you increased in one way or another. So if there is no question, so I'm glad that you are here and you turned you like on. I don't know how do I say it. You joined the live. So I hope to see you next time when I'm doing it, hopefully tomorrow. If you want to get the notification when I am coming and you have not subscribed, just subscribe, and I think click something so that to get notifications. Otherwise, you can always check. I am, even if you have not subscribed, you don't have to subscribe because that is not the point. The point is that you get the message, and even if you'll not get it today, you'll know that there is somewhere you can get this. So I will save it. So I hope to see you in the next live, and I'm glad you joined, and see you. Bye bye.